Over 60. 4 worst coffees you should never touch, and 4 you must drink daily. Did you know that just one type of coffee can push your bad cholesterol up by 45 points in only a month? Or that another kind is tied to more than 70% higher risk of stroke in older adults? These numbers are real, and they should make every senior pause before pouring the next cup. For decades, coffee was seen as harmless, even healthy. But after 60, your body changes. The same coffee that once felt comforting can quietly damage your heart, weaken your memory, or strain your kidneys. The scariest part is that millions of seniors still drink these risky coffees every day, not knowing the harm building inside them. In Japan, elders choose simple, filtered brews that protect circulation and support long life. The contrast is sharp. One cup preserves strength, another steals it. This video will show you which coffees to avoid and which ones can truly support longevity. Worst coffee number 4. Flavored instant coffee mixes. At first glance, they look harmless, even comforting, with their sweet aroma and colorful packaging. But inside those convenient packets hide chemicals and additives that the body of someone over 60 struggles to handle. One of the most concerning is propylene glycol, a petroleum byproduct used to dissolve artificial flavors. It may seem minor, but in older adults with slower kidney function, these compounds can quietly build up and create long-term strain. Studies have linked daily use of flavored instant coffees to higher rates of insulin resistance, a condition that pushes blood sugar out of balance and paves the way for type 2 diabetes. Trans fats, often disguised under names like hydrogenated palm oil, sneak into many of these mixes as well. Over years, they raise bad cholesterol and fuel plaque in the arteries, adding to the burden on an aging heart. Artificial sweeteners like sucralose or acesulfame potassium make matters worse by disrupting the gut microbiome, leaving the body more inflamed and less resilient against disease. What troubles me most is how these drinks are marketed. They're sold as modern, convenient, even healthy because of added vitamins or the promise of low sugar. But the truth is much less appealing. For seniors, every cup becomes another drop of stress on the kidneys, heart, and immune system. I've spoken with patients who thought they were making a lighter choice by switching to instant-flavored packets, only to notice more fatigue, swelling, and brain fog over time. The good news is, you don't have to give up flavor. If you love hazelnut or vanilla, use natural extracts or add a sprinkle of cinnamon. Unsweetened cocoa powder can bring richness without hidden chemicals. By making small changes, your coffee can feel like a treat while protecting your health, not harming it. Worst coffee number 3. Coffee with artificial non-dairy creamers. For many people, coffee doesn't feel complete without that splash of cream. And if you're lactose intolerant, those colorful bottles of non-dairy creamer might look like the safe and easy choice. But what most seniors don't realize is that these creamers are more like chemistry sets than real food. They often contain synthetic oils, preservatives, and thickeners that your body, especially after 60, struggles to process every single day. One of the biggest red flags is titanium dioxide. It's the same whitening agent used in paint, now being poured into your coffee to make it look creamy. Research has shown that even in small amounts, titanium dioxide creates oxidative stress, which speeds up aging at the cellular level. Over weeks or months, that stress can show up as more joint pain, fatigue, and even memory lapses. Combine that with hydrogenated oils packed with omega-6 fats, and you have a recipe for chronic inflammation. Seniors with high omega-6 intake have been shown to perform worse on memory and balance tests, a frightening thought when independence depends on clear thinking and steady legs. But it doesn't stop there. Many creamers hide corn syrup solids and maltodextrin, processed sugars that spike blood sugar quickly. For older adults, this means sudden crashes of energy, brain fog, and over years, extra weight gathering around the waist. I've spoken with patients who were puzzled about why their blood sugar was unstable despite avoiding desserts, only to find their creamer habit was a hidden culprit. It's a reminder that the small daily choices often matter more than the occasional treat. So what's the safer switch? You don't have to give up creaminess altogether. A splash of organic whole milk provides healthy fats that help absorb vitamins. Unsweetened almond milk or oat milk fortified with calcium and vitamin D can also be good options. And here's a surprising tip. A pinch of pink Himalayan salt in black coffee can soften bitterness and bring out flavor without adding anything harmful. By leaving the artificial creamers behind, you protect your heart, your brain, and your waistline, all while keeping coffee simple and nourishing. Worst coffee number 2, decaf coffee made with chemical solvents. Many seniors switch to decaf thinking it's the safer choice. No jitters, easier on the heart, and gentler on blood pressure. But here's the hidden danger. Not all decaf is created equal. Much of what you find in grocery aisles is processed with methylene chloride, the same solvent used in paint removers. Even trace amounts can be problematic for an older body already working harder to detoxify. Research has shown that residues can remain in the beans, and while technically under the legal limit, legal doesn't always mean safe. For people over 60, this chemical can cross into the brain and interfere with the very cells responsible for memory and focus. Over time, it may contribute to brain fog, dizziness, or even symptoms that look like early dementia. The liver and kidneys, which already slow down with age, are forced to process these toxins day after day. That extra strain is something many seniors simply cannot afford. I remember speaking with Mrs. Taylor, a 72-year-old from Indiana, who had been drinking the same bargain decaf for nearly 20 years. She thought her confusion and fatigue were just part of aging. When she finally switched to a Swiss water process brand, she was shocked at the difference. Clearer mornings, better concentration, and even more energy for her daily walks. Her story shows how sometimes it's not age, but the hidden chemicals we allow into our bodies. The solution is simple but powerful. Look for decaf labeled Swiss water process or CO2 processed, both of which use water or natural methods instead of harsh solvents. Choosing organic adds another layer of protection by avoiding pesticides. Yes, these options may cost a little more, but think of it as an investment in your memory, your liver, and your independence. A safer cup today can mean sharper thinking and stronger health tomorrow. Worst coffee number 1. Unfiltered, boiled coffee. At first glance, it feels pure and traditional. French press, Turkish style, or even stovetop brewing that skips the paper filter. Many seniors assume it's the most natural choice, but the danger is hidden in the oils that pass through unfiltered. These oils contain a compound called cafestol, which has been proven to raise LDL cholesterol far more aggressively than most foods ever could. For someone over 60, that is like adding fuel to an already smoldering fire. Studies have shown that seniors who drink unfiltered coffee see cholesterol levels spike within just weeks. And when arteries are already stiffening with age, that spike becomes dangerous. It speeds up plaque buildup, raises blood pressure, and increases the risk of heart attack or stroke. Beyond the heart, unfiltered methods also let acids irritate the stomach lining, which can make reflux or ulcers worse. For many older adults, this means daily discomfort that quietly chips away at quality of life. Another overlooked risk comes from the pots themselves. Traditional metal brewers, especially older or cheaper ones, can leach aluminum into the coffee. The kidneys of an aging body struggle to filter heavy metals, creating a toxic load that builds over time. I've met seniors who swore by their French press for decades, only to be puzzled by rising cholesterol and worsening reflux. Once they switched to filtered drip coffee, their numbers and symptoms improved within months. The fix doesn't require giving up coffee. A simple paper filter traps most of the cafestool while still letting through the antioxidants that protect the body. If you love your French press, you can even insert a paper disc inside or alternate with pour-over brewing. These small adjustments may feel minor, but they can add years of healthier living by protecting your heart and easing digestion. For seniors, it's not about losing a ritual. It's about reshaping it into one that supports long life. Best coffee number 4. Organic Medium Roast Arabica. If there is one type of coffee that deserves to be the foundation of your morning routine, this is it. Arabica beans naturally carry higher amounts of chlorogenic acid, a compound known to reduce inflammation and improve how the body handles sugar. For seniors, that means calmer blood vessels, steadier energy, and better protection against blood sugar spikes that can leave you drained. What makes medium roast special is the balance. Light roasts can taste sharp and upset the stomach, while dark roasts lose many of their antioxidants through over-roasting. Medium roast Arabica hits the middle ground. Smooth flavor, gentle acidity, and plenty of protective compounds left intact. Think of it as a cup that energizes without burning your stomach or raising hidden risks. Another detail often overlooked is the water you brew with. Many households use tap water that may contain heavy metals or excess chlorine. Over time, these substances add stress to your kidneys and can even affect cognitive health. Using clean, filtered water is one of the simplest but most powerful upgrades for seniors. It ensures your coffee carries only the benefits of the bean, not the burdens of your plumbing. The way you brew also matters. Paper filters remove most of the harmful oils while still allowing antioxidants to pass through. For flavor, you can enjoy it black or add a small splash of grass-fed milk, which supports vitamin absorption. If you need a touch of sweetness, try cinnamon. It not only smooths bitterness, but also helps control blood sugar naturally. Choosing organic beans adds one more layer of safety, keeping pesticides out of your daily ritual. By shifting to organic medium roast Arabica, you're not just drinking coffee, you're creating a habit that fights inflammation, steadies energy, and supports healthy aging. It's a choice that feels small in the moment, but protects your independence for years to come. Best coffee number 3. Cold Brew Concentrate. At first, it might sound like a trendy cafe drink, but for seniors, it can be a real game changer. Cold brew is made by steeping coarse coffee grounds in cool water for many hours, instead of pouring boiling water directly over them. This simple change reduces acidity by more than half, making it far gentler on an aging stomach. For anyone struggling with reflux, indigestion, or ulcers, that difference can feel like night and day. What many people don't realize is that cold brewing also preserves more antioxidants. These protective compounds guard blood vessels, support vision, and calm inflammation that fuels aging. Doctors at major hospitals have even noted that patients who switched to cold brew reported fewer digestive issues and steadier energy levels. Another bonus is that cold brew often carries more magnesium than hot coffee, a mineral essential for muscle function, bone strength, and heart rhythm. That alone makes it a smart option for seniors hoping to stay active and steady. The flexibility of cold brew is another advantage. You can dilute the concentrate to control caffeine strength, adjusting it for morning clarity or afternoon energy without the jitters. Once prepared, it keeps in the fridge for up to 2 weeks, saving time and effort, a small blessing if you deal with arthritis or limited mobility. Some people even freeze it into ice cubes, dropping them into milk or water for a ready-made drink. This convenience makes it easier to keep the habit consistent without resorting to instant mixes full of chemicals. Of course, quality matters. Using medium roast Arabica beans and filtered water will give you the smoothest flavor and the healthiest profile. Skip the sugar and instead add a splash of unsweetened almond or oat milk if you prefer creaminess. You'll still get a rich, mellow flavor without risking sugar crashes or weight gain. In the end, cold brew isn't just about taste. It's about protecting your stomach, your bones, and your circulation. A small change in how you brew can transform your daily coffee into a real ally for longevity. Best coffee number 2. Coffee with collagen peptides. Imagine starting your morning with a cup that not only wakes you up, but also strengthens your joints, bones, and skin at the same time. After 50, collagen levels drop every year, and by the time you're in your 60s, the effects show up as stiff knees, slower recovery, and even sagging skin. Instead of accepting these changes as just aging, you can give your body the raw materials it needs to rebuild. Collagen peptides are one of the easiest ways to do this. When you stir collagen peptides into hot coffee, the heat doesn't destroy them. In fact, it helps deliver those amino acids into the bloodstream more effectively. Glycine and proline, 2 key building blocks, go straight to work, repairing cartilage and connective tissue. Studies have shown that seniors who added just 10 grams a day reported less joint pain and improved bone density in the hips, a critical area for preventing fractures. These results often appear within months, a reminder that small, steady habits matter. I once spoke with Mr. Allen, a retired teacher from Colorado, who struggled with painful knees whenever he climbed stairs. He began adding a scoop of hydrolyzed collagen to his morning brew. Within weeks, he noticed he could walk farther with less stiffness and even join his grandchildren for longer hikes. For him, coffee became more than comfort. It became part of his healing. The key is choosing the right collagen. Look for grass-fed bovine or wild-caught marine collagen that's been hydrolyzed for easy absorption. Make sure it's tested for purity, since quality really matters when you're adding it daily. Mix it into a clean medium roast with filtered water and keep sugar out to maximize the benefits. By doing so, your cup of coffee shifts from a simple routine to a tool for independence, helping you move, stand, and live with greater confidence. Best coffee number 1. Coffee with MCT oil and Ceylon cinnamon. This isn't just about taste. It's about giving your brain and body the kind of fuel that works better as you age. MCT stands for medium-chain triglycerides, a special type of fat from coconut oil. Unlike regular fats, MCTs are absorbed quickly and converted into ketones, a clean energy source for both muscles and brain cells. For seniors, this is crucial because the brain often struggles to use sugar efficiently after 60. Adding MCT oil to coffee can sharpen focus, stabilize energy, and even protect against age-related memory decline. A study in aging neuroscience showed that older adults who used MCT oil performed better on memory tests within just weeks. Beyond the brain, it helps control blood sugar and supports muscle maintenance, which is key in preventing sarcopenia. You're not just sipping coffee, you're feeding your brain and protecting your independence. Now, let's talk about cinnamon, and not just any cinnamon. Most supermarket brands are cassia, which contain higher levels of a compound that may stress the liver. Ceylon cinnamon, often called true cinnamon, is safer for daily use and loaded with antioxidants. It helps improve insulin sensitivity, making it easier for your cells to handle glucose. It also relaxes blood vessels and reduces inflammation, supporting heart and joint health at the same time. I recall a woman named Linda, 68 from Florida, who started adding MCT oil and Ceylon cinnamon to her coffee each morning. She told me she felt clearer by mid-morning, less stiff in her joints, and noticed she didn't crash before lunch the way she used to. Her small change turned coffee into a natural supplement that worked with her body, not against it. For seniors, this combination is one of the simplest and most powerful upgrades to a daily habit. From risk to reward, the coffee shift changes everything. Not all coffee is created equal, and after 60, the difference becomes even more critical. Some types, like flavored packets or unfiltered brews, can slowly raise cholesterol, strain your liver, or cloud your memory. But with small, deliberate changes, choosing organic Arabica, preparing cold brew, adding collagen, or blending with MCT oil and Ceylon cinnamon, your daily cup can become a true tool for health. Coffee is not the enemy. In fact, when chosen wisely, it protects memory, strengthens muscles, steadies blood sugar, and calms inflammation. These are the very battles older adults face every day, and the right coffee can help tip the balance in your favor. Think of your morning ritual as more than comfort. It's a chance to support your heart, brain, and independence for years to come. So tomorrow, take a look at your cup and ask yourself, is it working for you or against you? Because the choice is yours, and it's simpler than you think.